Hey ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Love Live Vape. Sorry I haven't been here for a while, but I've literally just got my vapor back. My Sigeli 150 watt, and I've got myself a new RDA now, and it's this. It's the Golden Armour Rampage RDA. There it is, Rampage RDA. I won't show you inside the box because obviously I've had it out. But basically, you get the RDA, you get a massive chuff cap, you get a drip tip adapter. So you don't have to use the chuff cap. You get three posts basically. You get like a tri-post in the middle, and you get three posts on the outside being the negative posts. So you got three sections to build in, not two, essentially, which is pretty sweet. You get your screwdriver. You get a couple of two extra posts, down posts, to screw in. You get a couple of O-rings spare. You get a couple of coils, but they're not worth using. I literally put them in and melted them in a second. They were terrible. I don't know what they were, but yeah, not worth it. Just build your own again. Now, word of warning, when I vape this, I may cough. It's because I haven't used it in a while, yeah. I haven't used it in a while, so I'm getting used to it again. It's like new again to me. So I have had a couple of goes, and I have noticed that it tickles my throat a little bit. You know, because I've been without, but nonetheless, I'm going to crack on with this, and if I cough, I'm sorry, but if I don't, I'll blow some great clouds, hopefully. But this is it, Golden Armour, so it's got a lovely logo on there as well, absolutely beautiful finish. I took this out of the box, checked it for machine grease or oil, nothing. I checked all the threads are beautifully smooth and clean when they came out of the box, all threads were. There are no chips, no scratches, no nothing. Completely beautiful. So that's the chuff cap, and the O-ring on this is quite tight. It's lovely. It's smooth. It's a bit to push in, but once you hear that click, it's in. Comes out easier. So the O-ring's pretty good on there. You get the drip tip adapter for that, so that slips in too. In there, like so. But I prefer a chuff cap. It's better for dripping, there's much more space. So this comes in 6 parts if you like, chuff cap being 1, this top ring, which I'll unscrew now, which the chuff cap fits into, is 2, the airflow ring is 3, and there's two airflows on there. There's one, if I can get the right camera angle for you to see. So there's one on the bottom of my thumb, and just above is 2. We've got, yeah, so there's one there. I'll just quickly turn around. 2 there. Obviously they could have had a third one, but of course they've opted for a logo, which is not a bad idea really. So that's the third piece, and then the fourth piece, of course, let me just screw this on the device. So the fourth piece is actually the bottom part of the. It's all slippery from vape juice. Sorry about that. So yeah, you've got the bottom part that goes on top of your deck, and of course the deck itself being 5 pieces. 5 pieces, and there's 6 pieces. This top bit, if you can see here, this is called a skirt. Now there's 3 things that it does. It disperses the liquid evenly around the coils. It's supposed to stop spit back, which it does, and it also is supposed to improve flavour. Now, I can't tell if it improves flavour. You know, like, I'm not such an expert to go like, yes, my palate is sensing something great about this. The flavour's nice. I can't really say much. It's great flavour, of course, because a good build will give you great flavour and it will give you great clouds. It depends what you go for. You know, there's different styles out there for the different things that you want. If you want flavour, go for a flavour build. If you want clouds, go for a cloud build. There's ones for in between, so on and so forth. I don't need to go on. But the skirt, it's called a skirt or an umbrella. It comes off, and if I can get it off, because it's all slippery with juice, because obviously, like I say, I've been reviewing it, been seeing how this works. it comes off. Once again, the threads on this were beautifully machined as well. The whole thing is beautifully machined inside as well. It's got this nice curved bell-like, you know, taken out of it, sort of like machined out of it. It's lovely. Absolutely shiny and everything. Nothing wrong with it at all. Can't fault it. I'll put that down quick. My hand, because juicy. Okay, so if we can see here, I've gone for a 24 gauge vertical build with 6 wraps, and there's 3 of these coils. So that's 1. Turn it around. There's 2. Turn it around again. There's 3. So now the idea with these coils that I've built. Now when I bought this, the guy in the shop said you can put 6 coils in here. I was like, yeah, I can see how you could do that. I can see how you do that. But basically, I've gone for a vertical instead of a horizontal just because I wanted to try it out. I've never really done a vertical build in an RDA yet. I've done them to like replace my tanks coils and things like that because I like to experiment, so that's not a problem. I replace my own cottons in my tanks because it's easy once you know how. Fiddly but easy. So yeah, what I've done here is basically I built a vertical coil and I've gone from the negative post, which is on the outside. If I turn it this way now, so the negative post on the outside to this positive post on the opposite. So I haven't gone like 2 here or like there, you know. So the coil stretches over. That's how I can get it central. That's a good way of making it central. So the coil is right above the airflow hole, and that will help. That will definitely help. And the cotton's basically gone straight down. I folded a length of cotton in half, and then the folded half went into the coil. And I basically got some tweezers and I pulled it out, made a little ring in the bottom of the coil, and then I kind of poked that back a little bit, right back, trimmed the top, and then folded one half one way and one half the other way. That's the way I coiled this. That's the way I wicked this. It seems wicked. Wicked! Yeah, excuse me, it's late at night and I'm quite tired, so I'm just being silly. This wicking really works for me. I have had a horizontal build in here already because obviously I need to experiment to really review. So the horizontal builds are pretty good. You can get them pretty central for the airflow holes and that. But I think the way you would put 6 coils in is you would probably go. I can get this in any right angle. Yeah, you would probably go negative post to positive post right next to each other, and same again on this side, but on the inside and then on the outside. So you'll have a coil here, a coil there, a coil here, a coil there, a coil here, and a coil there. 6 coils. Now I haven't built that yet because one of the main issues that I have found with the deck is the post holes. Now I really wish that I hadn't had a build in here so I could really show you. But the post holes are drilled quite large. They're neat. They're absolutely neat. But the post holes are drilled large, and the posts themselves are not grub screws, so they don't go right down, and they've got obviously a lip, and they're Phillips crosshead. You've probably already assumed that by looking at it. And we all know that Phillips crossheads, when you bear down, and you have to bear down, and you might slip with your screwdriver, they will round off eventually. Allen keys seem to be the way to go because they barely wear out. But so obviously because the posts don't go all the way down, so they literally minute. So if you had 30 gauge, the minuteness of 30 gauge would slip through the very small gap that you get where the posts are screwed completely down, but they can't go down no further, and they just miss the bottom of the post holes. That's an issue for me because I want to be able to build anything and put any gauge in it. Because then if I had 30 gauge, I could have 6 coils, but I can't work 6 coils into it because the gauge is too small. Now I need to get some grub screws for this and replace them, because then I can. It wouldn't be a problem. But Golden Armour mods, if this ever comes across your way and you watch this. Take it into account if you ever make a V2 to this, honestly, because it'll be wicked. Also, another issue I could say with the airflow holes, just whilst we're on the cons of this device, I'll get to all the pros in a minute. The two airflow holes are pretty good, but then you run the risk of one being not exposed to the airflow. So will it warm up more than the rest of the coils and burn that particular part out quicker? So you have to change the cotton, such and so forth. So will you get dry hit from one particular part of the device than the rest of it, because it'll still be moist, say, because it's not burning the liquid too quick. I tend not to use the 2 extra airflow holes that you get. Other than that, the space to build on is phenomenal. The deck depth is pretty high, like it's deep. It's pretty deep indeed. I can't measure it, but basically, it's like 4 mils or something. It's pretty deep. Other than that, right, I'm going to start putting this back together so I can show you what it vapes like. But yeah, like I say, building in this was pretty simple. There's lots of ways to build on this. I can imagine you could have a lot of fun. I will be doing a lot more builds on this in the near future, i.e. I'm going to probably do some, I'll probably show you to do the vertical, the horizontal. I'll probably do 6 coils eventually if I can get some grub screws. I might even find a way of tweaking it a bit so I can use like maybe like a 4 wrap 28 gauge or something, I don't know. But yeah, I'll give it a go. Yeah, I'll give it a go. Anyway, I was going to put this back together. Now, I'm going to go for airflow holes closed for first, so I can show you guys how it vapes like that. Like I say, everything's beautifully machined. It's such a lovely finish. Everything. Get my chuff cap back on there as well. So like I say, once it clicks, that's in there. Another issue, this O-ring. Once you put this on, it doesn't feel like it's firm to fit. In other words, it just comes off. Oh, actually, it's not come off, but it can come off. Like, it's not tight fitting. If it had two O-rings on there, and there's plenty of space for 2 O-rings, they should have done it. Once again, Golden Armour mods, if you see this video in any way, amend this in your V2. You must do a V2 of this, because it's a pretty good product, and I do rate it quite highly. The look of it is pretty. It sits on here absolutely perfect. It's completely and utterly flush. It's lovely. So I'm guessing it's I don't know what the standard is, because I haven't really paid much attention to the standard, but that's like 24 mils or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. You guys probably know better than I do, but I'm not fussed about the sizes, the measurements, the diameter. I don't care. I want to use it. I want to know what it's like. I want to know what it feels like, what it tastes like. So I'm just going to crack on and do like a taste review for you guys. But I totally recommend this product. I totally recommend that they could have slight minor adjustments. But then again, I haven't seen any of their other products yet. I need to go look them up. But I can only imagine that if they're anything like this, the design is spot on. Like, it's beautiful inside. It's like a whole new level of vape technology, if you like. It's something else. It's out of this world. Like, and I can only imagine, because it's still a fairly new concept, isn't it? Big old machines like this, and our class this as a machine. It's a monster. Just recreationally inhale nicotine, or just recreationally with no nicotine for those who don't have nicotine, because it's such a just so nice, so satisfying. I can totally get why people vape, and those haters, you need to get in the bandwagon and start vaping, because it's just better. It's just better. Anyway, so I'm going to juice this baby up. I'm currently using Double Dragon from Zeus Juice. I've actually taken a trip to the Sittingbourne branch, And they're quite nice in there, actually. Not as big as Chatham, but yeah, the guy in there is absolutely diamond. He was really sweet, really nice, you know. Showed me everything I needed to know. Not where I got the device from, but hey ho. That was another shop in Chatham. The new one that's opened up, can't remember what it's called, but they also seem pretty nice in there. So yeah, let's give it a go. Just a quick full battery, 100 watts, 4.3 volts, 0.1 ohms. Haven't put it on an actual ohms reader, but I can only imagine it's like, it is probably 0.1 or it's like 0.09. Don't think it'll be much lower. 24 gauge, like I say, 6 wraps. I'm using cotton bacon, and you get 10 sheets. Currently in the vape shop in Sittingbourne, they've got 10 pieces of the cotton in a packet for £4. £4 for 10 pieces. And to wick this, I used less than a quarter of one little strip of cotton. And it's like a tear and share cotton. It's lovely. It fluffs up beautifully, like, because you need that fluffiness to absorb all that juice. It's wicked, wicked. It's £4 for like 10 pieces, and the pieces are much bigger than like the square sheets that you possibly are used to in some places. Cotton bacon, look it up. It's a wicked, wicked cotton. Wicked cotton. By Wicked Vapes, in fact. wickedvapes.com. Look them up. Anyway, I keep rambling, so I'm going to start vaping on this now, because I'm currently at 16 minutes and I've seriously spoke a lot. So I'm just going to vape it for you. Just clear my throat first, because I really don't want to cough exhaling. I look pretty stupid. Okay, here we go. Pretty nice vape production, in my opinion. This is with just the free airflow holes on the bottom of the deck that are in line with my coils. So that's mainly why I use it, because it's less airflow, but the rush of airflow must be greater. So the coils must stay cooler, therefore producing more vapor, because they're not getting too hot to burn it out. That's my theory on how that works anyway. I'm no scientist, but yeah, it's nice. I couldn't make an excuse. Like one hole. But really well. And it wasn't a dry hair. It's just, like I say, I haven't used this in a long time. A good couple of months I've been without it, so it's like being kicked in the back of the throat once again, like using it for the first time. But other than that, I'm going to whack it up to higher airflow. That might be a bit smoother on my throat. I've got both of them open now. I don't know if you can see. Probably not. But oh well. The production is still pretty sweet. It is a lot smoother, but still feel it on the back of my throat. But yeah, it's nice. So I'm running 20 minutes nearly on this video. I might cut it down, I might not, I haven't quite decided yet. But yes, Golden Armour mods, well done. This is a good RDA. The Rampage RDA, look it up. I paid about £24 for it. So it's pretty cheap in the range of price, if you ask me. Yes, it's not like 15 quids like you would find online, but who cares? Pay tribute to the shops, man. That's why they're there. Go and see the guys, like, get to know your stuff. I totally recommend it. All this vape mail is pretty good and that, but nothing beats good old chin wag in a shop. So thanks guys, I really hope this was educational, considering the time of day that I am currently filming. I'm probably going to have a quick vape and go to bed. But yes, so thanks guys, and hopefully I'll see you soon with a couple of build tutorials for this. Bye bye.